The prisoner used an iron hook to snag the latch outside the door. He successfully opened the window on the door. However, just as I reached out to open it, I suddenly burst inside. I hurriedly deadbolted the only exit and immediately located the medical supplies. Enduring the searing pain, I poured alcohol onto my gunshot-wounded thigh. The prisoners in the cells were bewildered, but seeing that I was severely injured, the thought of an escape began to brew in their minds. At this moment, the prisoners were peering through the door cracks, watching my every move, preparing for a chance to flee the cells. However, just then, the sound of a chainsaw echoed from outside the carriage. As I was checking the monitors in the driver's cab, a prisoner pushed open the cell door directly, slamming me into the adjacent room. Fortunately, I reacted quickly and managed to grab hold of the door frame. I was about to be locked in the cell by the prisoner, but I pressed my fingers directly into the prisoner's eyes. The injured prisoner threw the door wide open, intending to teach me a lesson. And so, in my wounded state, I was hurled onto the corridor floor by the prisoner. At the critical moment, I whipped out my service pistol and interrogated the prisoner, asking if he was in league with the mysterious man. The prisoner, hearing this, hurriedly claimed he knew nothing. Just then, a pungent odor began to fill the carriage. The prisoner leaned down and touched the floor, discovering that a large amount of gasoline had seeped into the carriage. Before he could react, the gasoline on the floor ignited instantly. After a while, the other cells were set ablaze. As I grabbed a fire extinguisher to put out the flames, the prisoner, taking advantage of my distraction, opened all the cell doors. Faced with this sudden situation, I had no choice but to pull out my gun, warning everyone not to move. However, just as I was being backed into a corner by the prisoners, a voice suddenly crackled through the walkie-talkie.